Welcome to the Ladies in Enrichment and Entrepreneurs Club Worldwide, where we support women out there in their business and personal development. Today we have a special guest with us, Eva, and she would like to introduce herself. Hello, Eva.
Yes. Hi, Zelda. Thank you so much for having me. So my name is Eva Perez, and I am a licensed RTT practitioner. And I am currently based in Singapore. And I can tell you that I am borderline obsessed with helping moms and mompreneurs really harness their momergy. I coined that word as a mix between mom and energy to really harness their unique mom energy. And that is the mission that I'm on. But I am also passionate about many other things. I'm a recovering perfectionist. I am a matcha evangelist, so I love my matcha. And I love to read. I love to read books. That's one of my favorite hobbies. But I would say that since having children, the bedtime stories that I get to read to them are really my favorite part of the day. So that is really where I get to connect with them and feel that there's been a closure to my day in a very, very positive note.
That's lovely. It's so nice to hear that you say that you are still reading those bedtime stories, because I think a lot of moms, they do not have the time anymore. We should make time for that. What do you think? Like the little, yes. like you think it's old school. Some people might think it's old school, but I think it's still very, what do you think?
I am more old school in a lot of things. And for me, I have just loved the duality of how I decided to raise my kids. Mm-hmm. We are a zero screen family, so we don't even have a TV at home. I don't really let my children use screens unless we are talking to family and there's an iPad involved. But other than that, really it has just been the old-fashioned books with pages like I knew them, and they just love it. They just love it. And my children are really drawn to books because of that, because I made the conscious effort to make it that way, to create that environment for them. And so we love to go to the library, or to the bookstore. But the library is also a great way to show them, about sharing, about saying, these books don't belong to you, and that's why we need to take care of them. Just like we need to take care of things that don't belong to us. And also we go down that line of saying, what is the meaning of sharing, of taking care of things, of ownership. And so I tend to draw a couple of links between that, not because I set out to do it that way, but that's how it came to be organically. And I am with you. I just love books so much that for me it was very, very important that my kids also did the same.
Lovely. So I would like to ask you, why did you choose, Eva, to go into this type of coaching, business, what you would like to call it? I just feel like we need to know a little bit more about your background, maybe. How did it all started for you?
Yes, absolutely. So I am a corporate dropout by chance and not by choice, because of my husband's career and his work. So it really took us down the path of my having to really drop my job, which I loved. I was working at a multinational company. I loved what I was doing. I loved the whole corporate aspect of it. And then when the transition came, moving not only countries, but also cultures, I come from a Latin American background, and we moved to Asia, where we're currently residing. And so I am somebody that is very open-minded, and I love adventure, and I am open to new things. Yes. But I did feel the change. I did feel the change, but more than the change and the adaptation to it, I also realized that being just a traveling spouse was something that was not really for me. I do have a lot of respect and admiration for women that, for whatever personal reasons they might have, they decide that that is what they want to do, and that they really want to stay with their kids and raise them, full time.
Yeah.
But I did feel the need to do something for myself and to build a legacy. I really wanted my children to be inspired by knowing that there's different ways to show up in the world. And being a mom is something that I love to do, but it's not my main and only role. I also believe that we can be multifaceted as women, and we can have many roles because we have that capacity within ourselves. That's the momergy that I refer to. We have this mom energy inside of us that allows us to tackle so many things on so many fronts. So I was coming to terms with a lot of overwhelm, a lot of frustration, a lot of chaotic situations that I realized were being triggered a lot by my kids. And I really did not understand why that was happening. And I really decided to go down the path of studying and really finding the root cause of why I sometimes would tell myself, I don't want to be this way with them. Why are they triggering me? Why are these emotions coming up? I react and then I feel guilty about it, and I don't like it. I don't like it the way that I am showing up in this way. And it was also affecting other areas of my life. And what happened was that when I found RTT, which is a rapid transformational therapy, I was able to really go to the root cause of what was happening in the background. A lot of things that didn't even have to do with the present moment or my kids, but just a lot of unresolved things that I was carrying from my childhood that I didn't know about. And I call that the pebble in the shoe theory. We sometimes have certain assumptions that we're carrying around with us that are slightly uncomfortable, and we think that we can manage them. But it is not only after we are walking down with that pebble for so many years, maybe sometimes in a lot of situations, that it becomes painful, and that it's causing us a lot of painful situations as well with our loved ones. So RTT became the modality that I decided to get certified in, because I saw how quickly it unraveled everything that I thought I didn't even know how to approach or where to even begin. Yeah. So for me, it was the aspect of saying like, wow, this is really a truly amazing transformation. It's not just learning a skill or something that is going to allow me to merely cope, which happens, unfortunately, when we do handle information in the form of books or courses, right? And it's just momentarily, but this was truly permanent. Like, it really shifted so many things inside of me that I just dropped it. It just left. And so that was when it hit me, and it came all together for me in this realization of saying, how many other moms can I truly help and serve that are probably going through the same stage in their lives where they don't know what tool is at their disposal to really unravel all of it, do it in a fast and quick way, without endless hours of having to do more traditional type of therapy, or even just very superficial type of band-aids that don't really address the core issue.
Yes, there's a lot of, sorry to interrupt you. I think there's a lot of these short courses available these days where you can actually, enroll yourself and try to fix your problem. And I feel, by yourself, fix your problem if you take a short course. Now, I feel maybe that is not the way to do it, because you need somebody that really went into studying and really been through something, and they know what they're talking about. Like, you had the background and you are studying, and then you know what's going to be the end result. I feel there's a lot of people that's going on that route.
Yes. Well, what I have to say to that is I do feel that if the person is not clear on what is it that might be the issue, and you try to approach it from a conscious level, you might only just be navigating on the surface for a long time.
Yeah.
And maybe that might be the reason why the courses don't seem to be as effective in the long run, or they don't bring the results that you're looking for, because consciously we are trying to approach a problem that comes from a blueprint that is embedded in us in a subconscious way. And it's only when you are accessing the subconscious and knowing how to talk to it, then you can really unravel it in a very quick way. And I'll give you an example of how quickly you can change mistaken assumptions or negative assumptions or limiting beliefs, or whatever label you want to put to them. But I'm going to tell you a very quick story. So my daughter was having 2 apples in her hands, and I said to her, "Sweetie, do you want to share with me?" And she looks at me and she looks at the apples, and then she takes a bite out of one, and then she takes a bite out of the other one. Okay, so whoever is listening to the story at the moment is already creating an assumption and a belief about the situation and about my daughter specifically. And it was the same thing that happened to me. Like, I immediately came into an assumption of, right? But then she said, "Oh, mommy," she held up just one of them and she said, "Mommy, have this one because this one is sweeter." And so that's usually what happens with a little bit with this illustration of a story that I'm sharing, is that sometimes we believe that the issue is this, but then in reality, what is happening is something completely different. And that's also how quickly we can change our perceptions. At the end of the day, what I do, the modality that I do with RTT, is not about changing what happened in the past, because nobody can do that, but it is about changing the perception and your interpretation of that situation or event, because that interpretation is the one that we carry forward. Yes. And is the one that we use as a blueprint to the way that we think about ourselves and how we relate to the world. So for me, that is the power behind this modality. It's the effectiveness of how quickly it can happen in terms of creating this transformation and getting somebody the results that they're really, really looking for at the end of the day. Moms, women in general, and moms, they are busy. They don't have time. Yes, I know that for a fact, because it happened to me. I really cannot afford to be going and talking to someone endlessly about something that is bothering me. And for me, the eye-opening happened when I was able to unravel things so quickly and go home and feel already like a new person, feel much lighter, feel completely free of this unsettling emotion of thinking that there was something wrong with me, of the guilt of feeling that I was being a bad mother, of not showing up the way I wanted to. And getting rid of all this was just a game changer, because now I'm really able to show up in the way that I want to show up. Yes. And for me, that is invaluable. And I know that there's a lot of women that are looking to do the same, that they are not feeling as much as they have in their heart of hearts, their full conscious intention to do so. In the background, the subconscious is running the show, and it's not allowing them to. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. And now we know how you got, into this momergy and inspiring moms out there, supporting them, helping, wherever they struggle. It is a tough job being a mom. It's a very tough job. I think that it's maybe underestimated sometimes. People think, oh, you are lucky, you stay at home taking care of the kids. But then I also feel a lot of moms, they want to get out there, they feel the need, they want to do something. That's why I'm also supporting entrepreneurship.
I feel that if you can get something that just divert your attention a little bit from everything you're doing at home, you can balance with, time management. Eva, are you still on your short-term goals, or are you now on your long-term goals for your business or your coaching?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, I'm on my medium to long-term goals. And here's what I know to be true. Women that are building a business and raising a family, they shouldn't have to just find ways to cope with the overwhelm and the too much to do anxiety until the kids are out of the house. Mm-hmm. That is why, for me as a licensed RTT practitioner, it is my mission to help 1,000 moms to successfully navigate business and family life in a way that allows them to have, connection, fulfillment, and freedom. That really is what I'm out for at the moment, because I have seen the results. I have seen the beautiful mamas that I've worked with, and just to see the transformation in just one session with them, and they writing me back and saying, oh my God, if I had known so much sooner about this, I would have saved myself 3, 2, or 5 years of unnecessary burden and overwhelm and suffering, because I was carrying this around for so long.
Yes.
And we tend to leave ourselves last, don't we? We have the self-sacrificing gene somehow that gets activated with motherhood, and we really become a bit of martyrs, and we say, oh, I won't eat today, I'm too busy, but everybody has to have dinner, and there you go, making dinner for everyone. But you don't get to allow yourself that. You don't get to allow yourself that break. You don't get to allow yourself to say, when am I putting my oxygen mask on? And we should be the first ones, because how else are we going to help not only our families, but to reach our goals in our business, right? So we do need to give ourselves the opportunity that this is not a luxury. Finding someone that helps you in a way that allows you to heal from whatever you might be carrying from the past, any unresolved issues that you feel, and it. We are very instinctual by nature as well, and we just know when something is off, but we just try to push it to the back, right? But if we know that there's something in there, finding help and allowing us to have the opportunity to address it so that we can show up purposefully in everything that we do in our business and in our life as moms, then I would say that is the biggest gift we can give ourselves.
Absolutely. Now I would like to ask to share your Instagram. So if there is anybody out there listening to our podcast or watching this video, we would like you to follow. Eva, can you share your Instagram and your website with us?
Yes, of course. So my Instagram handle is @Momergy Movement. It's all one word. Momergy. It's MOMERGY. Momergy Movement. And my website is themomergymovement.com.
You mentioned something about a giveaway, a one-on-one RTT session. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. So I am offering as a giveaway a one-on-one RTT, a full RTT session. This is valued at $500 with me directly. It can be via Zoom if we are not on the same country. and it is as effective as if we were doing it in person. And with the pandemic going on, a lot of my clientele has been doing Zoom sessions with me. So this is a great opportunity for anybody that is really knowing in their hearts of hearts that something has to change. Like they are ready to make that transformation for themselves because they just want to show up as the best version that they can be in all of that they do. So if this is you, if you feel it in your heart that, you know, the time has come to make this step and to take this step with me, I would love to offer this rapid transformational experience session. And the fine print on it is that it is not advisable for people that have any conditions related to epilepsy or schizophrenia. It is not advisable to do it. So those are just the fine prints of it all. But for anyone else, if you feel that you're ready to make that transformation happen, I am happy to give this RTT session.
Thank you so much, Eva. Thank you for that. And we
exciting.
Yes, exciting. So like Eva said, if you're ready for a transformation, all that you need to do is follow her on her Instagram, follow LEC online marketing on Instagram, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this video with other people out there. Thank you so much, Eva, for joining me today in this conversation, and good luck for your business, your coaching business, for you know, all the blessings that will come to your side as well. And take care of yourself.
Thank you, Zelda, for having me. Thank you so much.